This heart of mine cannot breathe. This pain inside.
Hi, my name is Alice and I'm 26 years old. Been a Christian since I was 16. Yeah, I'd say 16. I grew up in a Christian household, but I didn't have a relationship with God. I went to church, obviously, with my parents and things like that. And then, yeah, I didn't have a relationship with God. There was just an absence, I guess. So I just went to church because it was the thing to do on a Sunday with my family. And then when I started going to college, that's when I would say I became saved. Yeah, so I've had 5 miscarriages. My 5th one was last year, at the beginning of last year, and I think each time it surprises you. The emotions, it's not something that I can fully describe how it makes a woman feel, because it's not just emotionally you go through that physical trauma of actually losing the baby as well, and I think you're devastated, obviously heartbroken. And for me personally, I was angry. I was angry with my own body because I just couldn't understand why this kept happening, and I was angry with God as well, because I felt like He knew how much I wanted a child, how important it was for me to have my own child, and I felt like He was kind of dangling it in front of me per se, which I know it's not something that He does. It's not in His nature, but in that moment, I kind of felt like, if you knew this was going to happen, why did you allow me to get pregnant in the first place? Or, it was just a lot of confusion, basically. I think after last year's one, I'd got to a point where I wasn't really sure I wanted to put my body through that again. The doctors weren't really given any concrete answers as to why it kept happening, and I think because it's such a traumatic thing to happen to your body to go through again, and there's no guarantee that my next pregnancy would stay. It was all a chance. Next time you get pregnant, we'll try this, but there was no guarantee, and I just thought I got to a point I was like, I don't even know whether I want to get pregnant again, because I just wanted to protect myself from that trauma. I think the thoughts I felt like I couldn't share were probably the emotions I had towards God, and also how much I felt like a mother already. I lost pregnancies in the first trimester, and I identified as a mother the moment I found out I was pregnant. So sometimes I found it really hard to express that. Actually, I do feel like a mum. I feel like I lost my children. These were not just a ball of cells. It wasn't a ball of cells to me. My babies had heartbeats that stopped, and I think I found that hard. Yeah, so I'm currently 8.5 months pregnant, thank God, with our rainbow baby. Completely came out of nowhere, and the way I'll parent, the whole thing it's been I've been very anxious and been trying to just leave it in God's hands. God gave us this baby for a reason, and it wasn't something that we wanted, but we didn't want at the same time, because I'd made that decision that if it happens, it happens. But I didn't want to get pregnant when we did. But I think I'm going to love her passionately, of course, and I'm going to try not pass on my anxieties to her. I know that anything can happen at any stage of a pregnancy or during birth or even when she's here, but I think it's just trusting God that He's got everything under control. He gave me the gift, and I know He's not going to take it away. So I think for me, it's just seeing her first and foremost as God's, and He's given me to her to just care for on earth. I think that's really um, what's kind of like shaping how I'm gonna look after her. I think it's taught me like how merciful he is, and how gracious he is as well. Like how amazing that grace is. Like through everything, through the times when I'd turned my back on him because of what I was going through. Like he never left. It was always me that was drawing away. And I think it's taught me how much of a pursuer God is. He definitely, I feel like he pursues me relentlessly, as he does, to his children. But for me personally, I think that for my relationship with him, that's a big thing for him, knowing that regardless of what I go through, regardless of how many times I draw away from him, like he's always pursuing me and pursuing that relationship with me. That's just amazing. Again, I'll just say it's his grace. Um, Even though in the moments I couldn't really see his grace, I didn't understand why he would allow that to happen. Um, but yeah, in hindsight, definitely I could see his grace all over it, because of just how the way it affected me, and how I never thought I would come out of the rot or that dark place that I was in because of the miscarriages. But his grace was definitely the only thing that carried me through. Um, yeah, Mother's Day has always been horrendous, absolutely horrendous. And I think it's because I identified so much as a mum, even though I had no birth children. I hadn't birthed a child yet. I identified so much as a mum, but Mother's Day is for people who have given birth to children, or like that's how society celebrates it. That's how everyone around us celebrates it, and I found that really hard because I couldn't really share or vocalize how much I wanted to be celebrated, even though like my children were not with me and they didn't get past a certain point or whatever. But because I identified so much as a mother, I found Mother's Day really hard um, to celebrate. I guess that day in general, I found it really hard. Yeah. A mixture, excitement and also anxious. Obviously, I've got my baby with me. She's not in my arms yet, but um, that's one thing that's different this time. I've got her inside me, thriving and growing, and I try not to let the thoughts or the negative thoughts or the anxiety take lead, kind of thing. But I'm also excited on the first Mother's Day. I'm actually going to have her around, which is next year. I'm really looking forward to that as well.
Won't appear. The screams in my soul was never let go.